Well, the destination was Earth, and I think I've almost made it to Mars now. About 70 days ago, I made a review for the natural Marsman testosterone booster. I've now been using 5 capsules daily after my first meal for about 100 days, so I wanted to give a review about how things are going. The first thing I'll say is that in the 30-day review, I did get a lot of comments asking if I could get my blood work done to actually check my testosterone levels. So I'm happy to say that I did actually get a blood requisition form from my physician. So hopefully if this partnership continues and I do a third review, I will be able to provide those numbers to you. So something that I talked about in my 30-day review was my push-up count. Push-ups are something that I do every day, and I feel like it's a really easy way to track my progress. So 70 days ago, I was doing 170 push-ups daily, and my goal by the end of this 100 days was to try to get that number up to about 250 push-ups a day. I definitely experienced a lot of improvement over the last 70 days. The push-ups have become easier. I've gotten my count up. However, I will say I didn't quite get to that 250 per day push-up count. Right now, I'm doing about 220 push-ups every day. I remember back when I was doing the 30-day review, each day I would do those push-ups. My chest would still be a little bit sore the next day waking up, and even when I started the next workout. But 70 days later, I no longer have that pain in between workouts. When I wake up, my chest feels great. When I start doing the push-ups, I'm ready to go. So all in all, I'm definitely seeing improvements in that regard. So I'm really hoping by the next review, I'll have my push-up count up to the 250 push-ups a day. And then honestly, I'll probably just keep it at that point. The push-up app that I'm using maxes out at 250 push-ups per exercise. So I don't really see much of a need to go above 250. But you'll have to check out the next review to see if I've made it to that 250 mark. The other improvement I've noticed from the 30-day review to now, so the last 70 days, is definitely another boost in energy levels. I did notice a bit of a difference at the 30-day mark, but now at the 100-day mark, I noticed a very significant difference. I don't really need to get up in the morning until about 6:40 a.m. just to have enough time to get the kids ready for daycare, make my coffee, sip my coffee a little bit before work. So 6:40 seems to be the time that I need to get up. But lately I've been waking up at about 5:30 with more energy and more determination to kind of get out of bed and get my day started. This has been actually huge for me because that gives me over an extra hour each day to do things like plan my YouTube, sometimes do my push-ups early in the morning rather than during my lunch break, and just have some time to potentially, do things like read some of my non-fictional books about finance, things that I like to do. So having that drive to get up earlier gives me more time to get things done to start my day. Overall, I just feel more driven altogether. I don't procrastinate anymore. I feel the urge to get things done, and that's been huge for me, especially with my YouTube channel and working a full-time job, taking care of kids. The procrastination has just completely left me, and that urge to get things done is very strong. I'm definitely accomplishing more today than I was 100 days ago. I think for the next video, I'm going to start tracking my lifts in the gym as well. So I don't just do the push-ups, I do lift weights as well. But I just find the push-ups easy to track and kind of give you that information of how they're kind of progressing. But I do think I'll start tracking things like shoulder press. Might get back into bench press if I take a break from the push-ups here and there. Squats, so stuff like that I may start tracking as well. Just try to give you those numbers of how those exercises are improving as well. Because I have seen improvement over the last 100 days. I just haven't really been tracking them at a granular level. One important thing to mention for me as well, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you would know that I have bipolar disorder. So because of that, I go through phases of life where I have high energy and phases of life where I have low energy. I definitely think the Marsman supplement, this natural testosterone boosting supplement, has had a positive impact on my life in that my energy levels have only increased in a safe way over the last 100 days. So as you can see on my shelf behind me, I do still have lots of Marsman product to go through, so I do intend to continue to use the product and keep making these videos for you. Just remember, as I mentioned in my first video, Marsman is the first company to reach out to the Drug Talk channel to form a partnership, so very grateful that they reached out to me and we were able to have this partnership established. So if you do want to support the channel or Marsman, you can find the link in the description for everything that you need. Alright everybody, that's it for this 100-day update, so we'll see you in the next video. Take care.